right, welcome back. Known for his no-nonsense attitude in the kitchen, British chef and TV personality Marco Pierre White has changed the public's perceptions of how chefs are portrayed. He is also the youngest British chef to earn 3 Michelin stars at the tender age of 33. 3 at 33, not too bad. Morning Live caught up with him when he was in the country for the Good Food and Wine Show in Johannesburg.
Described as the infant terrible of the kitchen and the godfather of modern cooking, acclaimed British chef and TV personality Marco Pierre White began his career at the age of 16 after being influenced by his father.
The truth is, I never wanted to be a chef, but I came from humble beginnings. And in those days, when you came from humble beginnings, you tended to follow your father's footsteps. Had my father been a miner, I'd have gone down the mines. Had he worked on the land, I'd have worked on the lands. Had he worked in the mills and the factories, that's where I would have gone. My father had spent his life in hotels' kitchens, and so therefore, that's where I was sent. And the truth is that the job I went for, it was just a job. I had no real passion for it, but I did my job to the best of my abilities. And one day I found a little book. It said the Economy Guide to Hotels and Restaurants in Great Britain. And that's when I realised that restaurants had stars. And what was amazing, the #1 restaurant in Britain was only 15 miles down the road. And so I walked back into the kitchen that night and I said to myself, if I'm going to be a chef, maybe I should work in the best restaurant in Britain.
He holds the record for being the youngest chef to earn 3 Michelin stars at the age of 33, which he used as a stepping stone to staying true to himself and developing his love for food.
Because I'm a great believer, if you have a dream, then you have a duty and a responsibility to yourself to make it come true. No one can make your dreams come true, only you. And so that, for me, was the realization of my dream as a young boy. When I reflect back now, those 3 stars in Michelin, they have no value. But the importance of them, that they were stepping stones to where I wanted to go in life. And that's what's important about making dreams come true.
With several published books to his name, his seminal 1990 cookbook Whitehead has been re-released in a special 25th anniversary edition. He credits nature as his inspiration to creating simple yet delicious dishes.
Mother Nature, she is the true artist. And if you have great respect for Mother Nature, then do very little, just cook it. It's like you get a beautiful chicken, you put it in the oven, it's delicious. You don't have to have great technical ability to be a great cook. All you have to understand is that Mother Nature is the true artist. And secondly, the more you do to food, the more you take away from food. So allow her to be herself. And as I've got older, my food has become simpler and simpler and simpler. And at the same time, even though it's less technical, it's more intelligent.
The only chef to have made Gordon Ramsay cry, White is known for bringing the fear of Marco to junior chefs and is the toughest cook in the kitchen.
I'm there to do a job. I'm never there to make friends. So when you're a chef, you don't step into the kitchen to make friends. You step into the kitchen to do your job. So you have to have 2 qualities in the kitchen. In one hand, you hold the hammer. In the other hand, you hold the feather. You have to have both. If you imagine you've got 30 young adults in your kitchen, you can't be friends with them. You're there to do a job. But at the same time, you have to have empathy. You have to have understanding. But service is service. And when those doors of the restaurant open, you have to do your job. You cannot laugh. You cannot joke around. Not when people are paying the money that they're paying. It's their night. It's your job. And that's what cooking is. It's a very dirty, very sweaty job and a very tough job at that high level. And you're not there to make friends.
He retired from the kitchen to focus on his restaurants, hosting masterclasses, presenting TV food shows, to changing the world of gastronomy.
If you go back 30 years ago, people played golf, people played tennis, and they still do, and people played squash. But very few people had cooking as a hobby. Today, I bet you more people have cooking as a hobby than playing golf or playing tennis or playing squash or badminton or cricket. You know, cooking has sort of taken over. It's amazing.
A role model for young and old cooks, his global travels have taken him to every corner of the earth, including experimenting with South African cuisine.
But it's wonderful to travel and to have the opportunity to come to Cape Town, to Joburg, or to go to Singapore, or to America. You know, like the other day I was in south of France. You know, my work takes me to every corner of the earth, which is fantastic. And so, in many ways, I'm happier outside of the kitchen than when I was in the kitchen. Because when you think in the kitchen, I was there for 6-7 days a week, over 100 hours every week. So my world was very small. I was quite blinkered, because everything I did went on the plate. Today, I travel the world, and I see the world, and I see different cuisines. I meet different people, and it's amazing.